What is the cutest thing someone has done for you? I was going through a rough patch, feeling depressed and lonely. Even though I had my girlfriend, our schedules didn't line up much. She worked during the day, and I worked overnight. My job had cut back my hours due to less business, so I often found myself alone for hours. I tried to fill the time with long, uneventful walks, but it didn't help much. My girlfriend felt bad about it because I'd ask her to walk with me, but she's not into walks and was usually tired after work. One day, I came home after my overnight shift, and as usual, she had already left for work. I fed our cats, ate some breakfast, took another walk, and then went to bed. That evening, around 10 p.m., just as I was nodding off, she burst into the room, and before I could even process what was happening, a dog zoomed past her, jumped on the bed, and collided with me. She explained that a friend had found this dog wandering the streets. He was really skinny, and her friend had been fostering him. My girlfriend said we were just watching him for the day. I was beyond excited. I'd been asking for a dog for a couple of years, and I knew she wasn't much of a dog person, so having one around, even for a day, felt like a huge deal. I spent the entire day with him, walking him around the neighborhood, even taking him to visit my girlfriend at her job. She works at Petco. I didn't care that I hadn't slept. We grabbed lunch together, visited pet stores, bought toys and treats, and watched a movie while cuddling. I was so happy. When my girlfriend came home later, her friend, the dog's foster mom, showed up too. At that moment, I felt a wave of sadness because I realized I didn't want to let him go. But then, her friend asked if we could watch him for a week while she was out of town. My sadness turned into joy again. The next day, I went out and bought him a temporary collar, a leash, a bed, and a dog bowl. I didn't mind spending the money, even though I didn't technically own him. It was worth it. Little did I know, at the end of that week, my girlfriend dropped a bombshell. She told me he wasn't actually a foster dog, the paperwork for his adoption was already in progress. I was heartbroken, but then she handed me the adoption form with her name on it, and a spot for mine. I cried. Over the next month, we got our apartment ready for him, made sure our cats and other pets wouldn't be affected, and handled all the final details, buying food, getting his last shots, and scheduling his appointment to be neutered. That's when I knew I was going to marry her. I had been begging for a dog since I was 18, desperate for companionship, and even though she's always been a cat person and not fond of dogs, she put her feelings aside and did this incredibly selfless thing for me. It solidified everything I already felt about her. This dog has been a huge help with my depression and anxiety. He's like the perfect match for me, and we're inseparable now. If I go somewhere, there's a 90% chance he's with me, except for inside stores or work,